Thank you, everyone. I hope everyone had a great time tonight, and no one does this alone. If you enjoyed your night, the names of the members of the committee are in the program. They're also on our website, and I do hope you'll thank them. There's just a couple closing remarks I was really thought were important to make. First of all, John Brennan, I don't know if he even knew that he was saying it, but I think he's made the perfect statement tonight when he said, "I'm pleased to be among Felician people." To me, that's what tonight is all about. We're among Felician people, and we had a great banquet tonight. I think, I'm a little biased, but I think so. Among Felician people. And I think it's important to, if I recognize some, I'm gonna leave some out, but first of all, in eight years, Dr. Prisco and Fran Andrea, who JR reports to, and by extension, athletics reports to, have become Felician people. And I thank them very much for their wise counsel, even though if I'm stubborn and don't always listen to you, I still appreciate it. Thank you very much. Go ahead. Dan Mera, the commissioner of the CACC, is 1/14th a Felician person. He's got 14 schools in the Central Atlantic Collegiate Conference, but still has made it to this banquet every year of its existence, and we thank him very much for that. Thank you, Dan. You've heard about JR, the only person to be employed by Felician Athletics every year of its existence. We thank you for that. And we congratulate you on that. Because, Roy, I don't know where you went, JR, but that is an achievement, believe me. To our honorees, man, the soccer team that you just heard from set a standard for women's athletics at Felician. There's no question about it. Prior to them, all the notable accomplishments were probably achieved by men. And you ladies set a standard that a lot of our teams are still trying to reach today. We have two teams that are right now are getting it done. Our women's cross country team, and Elson Smiley is here tonight, are regionally ranked right now. And if anybody's not busy, at 1 p.m. our volleyball team plays a home game tomorrow, and they're in first place in their division. It's the first time they could say this late in the year that they're in first place. So we hope you'll come out and see them. By the way, I'm not going to take very long because I feel a lot of pressure right now. Do you know how much pressure it is, whether it's 2020 or the 2005? Do you know how much pressure it is to be the only person preventing the baseball team from going to Park Tavern? So this won't take much longer, but John Brennan, congratulations. It was a pleasure working with you. However, I want you to understand something. The CACC has changed the process for selecting their Coach of the Year. It is now done by my group, the SIDs. And we have a coach that's become very adept at buttering up that group. Chris Langan he's still here? Sure he is. He's a 4-time CACC Coach of the Year. He's coming after that record of your 6. So we're gonna see how that plays out in the next few years, but just wanted you to know you got someone on your tail, and with the process being different now, who knows what's gonna happen in the next few years. But for now, that record is yours, and in all seriousness, congratulations on everything you've accomplished. It speaks volumes that some of your alums are here tonight to celebrate with you. Obviously, Sebastian being here tonight and you celebrating and calling him up was a tremendous gesture on your part. It was just an honor working with both of you. Again, John didn't graduate from Felician, but he became a Felician person. 13 years of working with our athletes. And then our 3 student athletes tonight, I mean, I hope you had a chance to read over the program and their bios, and it speaks to themselves. I mean, Dennis Hulse, an NAIA All-American. I didn't get a chance to see you play except for a couple of occasions as an opponent. I worked at NJIT at the time that Dennis was playing for Felician, and I got to watch him a couple of games, including his last career doubleheader when he kind of gave it to us a little bit. He came into both games as a pitcher from his infield position, got the win in the first game and a save in the second game against us. As it turned out, I didn't realize at the time, it was his last 2 games of his career. So interesting what sticks in your mind. But congratulations to Dennis. Sarah, again, the only 4-time all-CACC runner in the history of women's cross country, although Elson's got a couple of runners that may have something to say about that in a few years. And as our Hall of Fame starts to trend younger, it's a pleasure that more people that are going in are people that I've watched play, and AO was just, I don't know how he did some of the things he did. He transformed himself from a guard that was a triple-double threat to a guy that was a power forward playing on no knees. I can't even say, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how, you had to watch it to understand that a guy could average a double-double on no good knees. But again, they're Felician people. And our presenters were Felician people tonight. It's just been a pleasure to be around. I'm gonna leave you, we've already heard a couple of inappropriate stories tonight from AO and Val about who did whose homework and who partied. So I'm gonna leave you with one more. It might make the commissioner cringe, and Chris Langan is gonna have a good memory of this one, but I'm gonna tell the story because it's 10 years ago now. We're playing a baseball game at Breslin Field. I'm in the press box. We're getting killed. It's something like 17-3. The other team makes a sub. So I go down to the other team's dugout to make sure it was just 1 sub and not 5 subs. The other coach mistakes me for a fan. Tells me, get out of the dugout, shoves me. I fall on my butt. Our entire bench sees this happen, okay? So as we've been doing most of that game, because we're getting killed, our offense goes down 1-2-3, didn't take very long. The pitcher that had finished the previous inning for us comes back out to the mound. I think you see where this is going. Happens to be a kid that worked in my office as a work-study student at the time. Yeah, you see where this is going. Hits the first batter with the first pitch in the back. Turns to the coach coaching third base and says, that was for you. Now, Chris goes to the mound as fast as he can and takes the kid out before he can get thrown out. I think that was the day I became a Felician person. For that kid to risk an ejection and a suspension to defend my honor. Yeah, I got a reprimand for it, for going to the dugout. But that was the day I became one of you. And I will never forget it. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. Thank you for celebrating with us, and thank you for being Felician people.
I don't think I want to, nor could I follow that, so I'm going to be very smart and say thank you all for coming. As Mark said, homecoming is tomorrow. 1 o'clock women's soccer game, women's volleyball game against Chestnut Hill. We have a men's and women's soccer doubleheader beginning at 5:30 tomorrow night against Goldie Beacom. Thank you all for coming tonight, and have a great night. Thank you.